Imagine for a moment. What if the fatigue you feel isn't because your body is broken, but because your connection to the universe is dimmed? What if there is a source, a constant river of energy, flowing through all of reality, waiting for you to access it, just like Wi-Fi? And what if the key to this boundless power lies in something scientists call quantum entanglement? Quantum entanglement isn't just a fancy phrase. It's one of the most mysterious and fascinating principles in physics. It tells us that two particles can become so deeply connected that no matter how far apart they are, their states instantly influence one another. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. But what if I told you, you are already part of that connection? You are not separate from the cosmos. You are woven into the same quantum fabric as the stars, the oceans, and every heartbeat on this planet. And when you learn to tap into that field, when you align your mind, emotions, and frequency, you unlock a flow of energy that feels limitless. Think about the moments when you've been deeply inspired, when your body didn't even feel tired because your soul was lit with purpose. That's not just adrenaline. That's you syncing with the quantum field. That's entanglement with life itself. So how do you tap in? You start by becoming aware that you are more than a body. You focus your thoughts as if they are tuning forks, sending out a vibration of clarity, gratitude, and intention. You train your mind to be coherent. When your thoughts and emotions are in harmony, you broadcast a signal that resonates with the universal field, and the field responds. Energy flows, fatigue fades, creativity ignites. This is not magic. It's not wishful thinking. It's the frontier of human potential, backed by the whispers of quantum science and the experiences of countless people who have learned to connect dot. The question is, will you keep running on the dim battery of limited belief, or will you plug into the infinite grid of quantum energy that is already yours? Quantum entanglement is one of the most fascinating and mind-bending concepts in modern physics, and it challenges the way we think about separation, distance, and connection. At its core, entanglement occurs when two or more particles become linked in such a way that the state of one instantly affects the state of the other, no matter how far apart they are. This connection is not carried through wires, radio waves, or any known form of physical signal. It happens instantaneously, faster than the speed of light, defying our traditional understanding of time and space. Imagine two photons born together in the same quantum event, like twins that share an unbreakable bond. You could place one photon in New York and the other in Tokyo, and the moment you change the state of one, the other responds instantly, as if no distance exists between them at all. This isn't science fiction. It's been proven repeatedly in laboratory experiments, shaking the foundations of classical physics and even unsettling Einstein, who famously referred to it as spooky action at a distance. What makes this even more astonishing is that quantum entanglement is not limited to particles in a laboratory. It is a fundamental property of the universe. Every atom in your body is part of a greater web of interconnected energy, and the same physical laws that govern entanglement in subatomic particles apply to the building blocks of your own being. When you look up at the stars, the light that reaches your eyes may be hundreds or thousands of years old. Yet in the quantum realm, distance and time do not separate you from that light. You are already linked to it through the fabric of existence. This universal web is not just theoretical. It is the very ground from which all matter and energy arise. If two tiny particles can share instantaneous information, imagine the possibilities when it comes to human beings, consciousness, and the way energy moves between us. We are, in a very real sense, walking quantum systems, entangled not only with the people we meet, but with the world itself. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are not isolated. They ripple through this interconnected field and interact with the larger system in ways we are only beginning to understand. When you realize that separation is an illusion, that we are all strands in the same cosmic thread, you begin to see how this opens the door to limitless energy. You are not just a single being trying to generate power from within. You are part of a universal network that contains infinite potential. The same principle that allows two entangled particles to communicate instantly could, on a human level, allow you to draw on the vitality, inspiration, and creative force that flows through the entire field of existence without being confined to the physical energy stored in your body alone. Your body is not simply a machine fueled by food and rest. It is an energetic system that responds directly to the quality of your thoughts and emotions. Every thought you have generates a measurable electromagnetic signal in your brain, and every emotion creates a corresponding signal in your heart. These two power centers, the mind and the heart, are constantly broadcasting frequencies into the field around you. When those frequencies are harmonious and coherent, they create a state where energy flows freely through your body, enhancing your vitality and mental clarity. When those frequencies are chaotic, or filled with fear, doubt, or resentment, the flow of energy is disrupted, and you feel tired, drained, or unmotivated. Science has shown that positive emotional states, such as gratitude, joy, and love, increase heart coherence, which means your heart rhythm becomes stable and organized. This coherence sends a powerful, orderly signal to your brain, allowing both systems to work in alignment. When your brain and heart are in sync, your body's cells receive clearer communication. Your immune system strengthens, and your nervous system shifts out of stress mode. In this state, your perception sharpens, your creativity expands, and you have more energy without needing more physical resources. On the other hand, when your thoughts are negative or your emotions are turbulent, your heart rhythms become erratic. This incoherence sends a scrambled signal to the brain, leading to confusion, fatigue, and poor decision-making. Your body burns more energy trying to correct the imbalance, leaving you feeling exhausted, even if you haven't done much physically. The remarkable thing is that you have the ability to change this at will. By choosing the thoughts you focus on and intentionally generating emotions that support your well-being, you alter your energetic signature. This is not just about thinking happy thoughts. It's about creating a consistent vibrational state that aligns with the way energy naturally moves in the universe. When you focus on gratitude, for example, you're not only boosting your mood, you're aligning your heart and brain into a coherent pattern that interacts more effectively with the quantum field around you. That alignment allows you to access more energy than your body alone could produce. This is why people in states of deep passion or love often report feeling tireless. They are in resonance with a higher frequency that fuels them from beyond the physical level. Your internal energy is not fixed. It responds in real time to the messages you send it through thought and emotion. By becoming aware of this connection and learning to sustain coherent emotional states, you tap into a natural energy source that flows through the entire universe and is always available to you. Intention is far more than a wish or a casual thought. It is a focused command that shapes the way you interact with the quantum field. In the same way a radio tunes into a specific station by adjusting its frequency, your mind tunes into specific realities by holding a clear and consistent intention. The universe is an ocean of infinite possibilities, and every potential outcome exists as a frequency pattern. When your thoughts are scattered, your signal is weak and unfocused, like static on a radio. But when you set a precise intention and hold it with emotional conviction, you send out a strong, coherent frequency that locks onto the desired possibility. This is not about force or desperate wanting, because desperation actually broadcasts a signal of lack. Instead, it is about aligning your inner state with the feeling of already having what you seek. In the quantum model, the field responds not to your words, but to the frequency behind them, and that frequency is generated by your mental images and emotional energy working in harmony. The clearer your intention, the faster and more accurately the field can respond. Just as a GPS needs an exact destination to guide you, the quantum field needs a precise energetic signal to bring experiences into alignment with your reality. A vague wish like "I want to be healthier" sends an unfocused request. But a clear intention, like "I am vibrant, energized, and full of vitality" every morning, provides a specific frequency for the field to match. Emotional energy acts as the fuel that powers the signal, so when you combine a vivid mental picture with the elevated feelings that go with it, joy, gratitude, excitement, you dramatically increase the strength of your broadcast. This is why some people seem to attract opportunities and breakthroughs effortlessly. They have mastered the ability to tune their inner frequency to match the outer reality they desire. In quantum terms, they are collapsing the wave of potential into a particle, the specific experience, through focused intention. Every time you hold an intention, you are essentially programming your personal energy field, and that field is constantly interacting with the larger universal field, even without taking physical action immediately. You are setting invisible forces into motion, guiding circumstances, people, and resources toward you. The moment your mind becomes clear and unwavering, the noise of doubt and distraction fades, allowing you to resonate fully with the outcome you have chosen. This is why practices like visualization, affirmations, and meditation can be so powerful. They help you maintain a steady signal long enough for the field to rearrange itself in alignment with your intention. In the realm of quantum possibilities, intention is the key that determines which reality you step into, and the strength of that key depends entirely on the clarity, consistency, and emotional charge you give it. Physical energy is often thought of as something we generate solely from food, rest, and movement, but in the context of quantum entanglement, there is a deeper source that goes far beyond these physical inputs. The human body is not just a biological machine. It is an intricate network of energy fields and information systems constantly interacting with the larger quantum field. When you tap into this field, you are not limited to the energy stored in your muscles or the calories you consume. You can draw upon a vast, interconnected network of vitality that exists beyond the constraints of your physical form. This is why people in moments of extreme inspiration, deep love, or urgent necessity often perform feats they could never accomplish under normal conditions. In those moments, they are in resonance with a frequency that unlocks a surge of energy from the field, bypassing normal physical limitations. The state you are in, internally, emotionally, and energetically, determines how much of this external energy you can access. Stress, fear, and self-doubt create a kind of static that blocks the connection, while states of focus, joy, and purpose act like amplifiers, strengthening your link to the field. The key lies in understanding that your mind and body are transmitters and receivers of energy, constantly sending out signals and drawing in matching frequencies. When you intentionally align your thoughts and emotions with elevated states, you shift into a higher vibrational range where more energy is available. It's similar to tuning a device to a stronger signal. Once you are on the right frequency, the connection becomes clear and powerful. Athletes often describe entering the zone, where their actions flow effortlessly, time seems to slow down, and their bodies feel light and responsive. This state is not just a neurological phenomenon. It is the result of synchronizing with a broader field of information and energy. Artists, musicians, and inventors experience similar bursts of creative power when they are fully immersed in their work, forgetting their physical limits because they are being fueled by something beyond themselves. These moments are glimpses of what it means to access energy beyond the physical reserves you carry. The more you cultivate this state through intention, mindfulness, and coherence between heart and mind, the easier it becomes to tap into this limitless reservoir. Your physical body is designed to be a conduit for energy, not just a container. When you clear mental and emotional blocks, you remove the restrictions that keep you running on limited power. Instead of constantly depleting yourself and waiting for rest to recharge, You open yourself to a constant inflow of vitality from the field, allowing you to sustain high performance, creativity, and resilience far longer than would otherwise be possible. Daily practices are the bridge between understanding quantum connection in theory and living it as a daily reality. Just as physical exercise strengthens the body over time, consistent mental and emotional training strengthens your ability to resonate with the quantum field and draw energy from it. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for this because it quiets the constant noise of the mind, allowing you to tune into subtle energies that are always present but often drowned out by stress, distraction, and mental chatter. By focusing inward and calming your thoughts, you create the mental clarity needed for your intentions to be broadcast without distortion. Visualization adds another layer to this process by giving your mind a clear and vivid image of the reality you want to connect with. When you combine that image with strong, elevated emotions, such as gratitude, love, and excitement, you strengthen the coherence between your heart and brain, creating a powerful energetic signature that the field can respond to. Breathwork is another essential practice because it directly affects your nervous system, helping you shift out of stress mode and into a state of calm, receptive awareness. Deep, rhythmic breathing sends signals to the body that it is safe, which opens the flow of energy and allows you to connect more deeply with your internal and external fields. Gratitude, practiced daily, rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. This emotional state is one of the highest vibrational frequencies, making it easier to stay aligned with the field and to draw in more of what you desire. When gratitude becomes a habit, it acts as a constant tuning fork, keeping your energy in a state of harmony. Mindful movement practices like yoga, tai chi, or even slow, intentional walking can also help integrate your physical body into this process. These practices encourage awareness of how energy moves through your body and train you to release blockages that might interfere with your connection to the field. Over time, this creates a physical vessel that is more open, balanced, and capable of receiving energy. Even simple habits, like starting your day with a few minutes of focused breathing, writing down intentions, or pausing to consciously feel gratitude, can have a compounding effect. Consistency is key because every day you engage in these practices, you are reinforcing the neural and energetic pathways that make connection to the quantum field more natural and effortless. The more you practice, the more sensitive you become to shifts in your internal state, allowing you to correct misalignments quickly and return to a coherent high-energy state. These daily rituals are not just routines. They are tuning mechanisms, aligning your personal energy field with the limitless energy of the universe, and training you to live in a state where inspiration, vitality, and connection are the norm rather than the exception.